Alright, welcome back to the Tencent Radio Show, and up next we have a very special guest. He's an economist from the 18th century, and we have been successful in getting contact with his soul. Although his appearance is a hologram, it is the spirit of the individual who will teach us about the theory of comparative advantage. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. David Ricardo. Thank you. It is my pleasure to speak with all of you today. I've heard that you have made your own company after resigning from your father's. Was that really a necessary step for you? Well, yes it was. When I was 21, I met the girl of my life. She was gorgeous. However, my parents said no to our marriage because of our different religions. I had to disconnect with my family and start something new. Okay. I think that many of our listeners are wondering about what problem you're trying to solve and what your main theory is. Could you kind of explain that to us? Where should I start? Alright. As for the problems, I had problems with protectionism. All the countries were trying to get to their own countries rich by making everything on their own. However, I said that in order to increase production and wealth, you need trade. One country produces only A products, and the other country produces B products, and then trades. That is the basis of my main theory, comparative advantage. Well, I'm kind of lost here. Could you give us an example on how comparative advantage kind of works? Sure. Okay. Take for example British and Portugal. It is cheaper to produce wine and cloth in Portugal than it is in England. So let's say it costs 1 unit to produce wines in Portugal and 4 units in England. Let's also say that it takes 1 unit to make cloth in Portugal and 2 units in England. If the country has 12 units to spend, Portugal produces 6 wines and 6 cloths, and England gets 2 cloths and 2 wines. When the countries use comparative advantage, they get more. Portugal focuses on wine and England on cloth, because cloth is less expensive than wine in England. Portugal produces 12 wines, which is 6 extra, and England produces 4 cloths extras, with a total of 6. So the two countries can trade the excess. Well folks, it looks like we're out of time.